latest episode here on A New Life in France. Now, I said we would be out on the road, and we are. We have got a fantastic episode, but we're actually going to break it up into a few different places. We are absolutely in this gorgeous place today. We're in Bulle, which is just inside the Corrèze and very close to the border with the Lot. The Dordogne River is just behind me, and this is one of the most beautiful villages that I've ever been to. It is stunning with everything that it's got inside it. And what we're going to do today, we're going to be looking at 3 properties within the town and 1 close by, and we're going to break it up into a few different parts. So we're just going to do 1 property, and then a couple of weeks we'll do another property, but we're going to give you a flavour of this area as well. I'm just looking here, we're going to be looking at a property that's it's here. It's with the views over this gorgeous river. There's a beautiful restaurant next door, historic little chapel there as well. This town is just beautiful, and I can see why it's won so many stars as well, for its beauty and for what it's got here. And it's very much a town that is all year round as well. So you've got the restaurants all year round. It's not just for the holiday time, which it is now. So we're filming this in August. The sun is beating down. There are tourists everywhere. It is beautiful. So we're going to be doing this as I said, in 3 or 4 different parts. So we're going to bring you a property each time and just a little bit of a snippet about what's on here as well. But I think this place, this is a hidden gem to me. You can go to the Dordogne, you can go into the Lot, and you'd be paying a lot more money for property than you would here. And what I love about here when I look around as well, you've got lots of historic chateaux and castles, and the way with the Dordogne carving its way through as well. You've just got the land coming down, very countryside, and also pushing up as well. And when I talk about pushing up in this area, we're very close, and we are actually part of the Massif Central, the lower levels of the Massif Central, as it pushes up into France. So again, it has that millions of years of history, not just hundreds of years of history in terms of everything that's around here. And I just think I'm really going to enjoy this. I'm going to enjoy looking at the properties. As I say, one of the properties I'm looking at is literally just here, and then there's 2 more I'm going to look at in the middle, and then I'm going to drive probably 5-10 minutes away to another property to show you. So we're going to be just giving you little snippets, and then we're just going to give you each property as well. So enjoy. Once inside this property, I mean, it's a lovely property from the outside. You can see how high it goes up, and it's really exciting and brings you in. So what I love about this house is it's got so many possibilities. Sounds really echoey because there's nothing in here. There's been lots of work done as well. So for me, when I look at the downstairs, you've got this big entrance area which then leads out onto the garden, which is lovely. And then just to the side of this, you've then got the stairs going up, and then you've got the garage area. So it's a big garage area. Now for me on the downstairs, how could you do and what could you do? You potentially could put a partition probably where I'm stood to give you a little bit of an entrance hall maybe. You could turn this into a sitting room, and even just over my shoulder there, you could probably knock through into the garage, and you could put the garage in half and put a kitchen in there if you wanted to utilize this space downstairs as well. If you partition part of the garage, then you can still come in, park, leave your car there, which is great. And there's also then you've got parking out in front of the building. So I think there's quite a lot here. But when we go upstairs, then possibilities are endless. We're now upstairs on the first floor, and this is where everything starts to unravel for me. What we've got on this floor here, we've got this big room, dining room at the moment, but it could be anything you want. And there's an attaching room to it there just behind me. And then actually we go across the corridor, there's a connecting door, takes you into a master bedroom at the moment, and there's an ensuite off that as well. Quite dated, but it's an ensuite. Then we've got another room at the front, which again is sort of a kitchen, but not really a kitchen. So I think what I love up on this first floor is it is a blank canvas, but you've also got some lovely old features like this beautiful fireplace to the side of me. Again, looking at this is a beautiful townhouse in a stunning town. It really is. And for me, what could you do with this? You could turn this very much into a second home. This could be your holiday home. Again, you can get into Brive, Toulouse, you know, flights and everything are really easy. It would make a fantastic second home and holiday home. You could then also then turn it into something more commercial. So you could let it out, but to be able to do that, you've probably got to add a few more things to it. I think for me, when I look at this, you could have downstairs as that sitting, dining, and then connect the kitchen up, make all that work for that downstairs. And then you could start to utilize the first floor and the second floor, and you'll be able to see what I mean about that in terms of the rooms. So you could turn probably up here, you could probably have a couple of bedrooms with big en-suites. You potentially could have 3 bedrooms up here as well, and there's that connecting door coming through. So you could have 3 rooms up here as well if you wanted to be able to do that. It is endless what you could do here, so the choice is really yours. So let's go up now, and let's go and have a look now at the second floor. We're now up onto the second floor. Very much the floor plan is very similar to the first floor, apart from we haven't got that small extension-y bit that takes you out into that ensuite. So if we look at either side here, I've got a beautiful view that I'm looking out of that window there. We're looking across the square, you can see the hotel across. We see all these lovely hills as well. And again, the Dordogne is just in the background. So what I love about here as well as we move up, more light, more opportunities. So for me, when I look here, we've got this room, there's a toilet there and there's a sink in the other room, so there's plumbing up here. But for me, turning it around, what could you do? Again, really nice. You probably could put in 3 bedrooms and do a shared bathroom if you wanted to. You could do 2 fantastic rooms up here as well and just have those and just knock around a little bit. Structurally, it's not too bad to do. You can knock a few things around, put a slightly, smaller, but put a bathroom up here so you've got an ensuite. You could then have like a dressing area or a sitting area, and then you could also have the bedroom as well. So if you went for something at maybe the luxury end, this would be amazing. And again, I'm just holding fire to that price, but the price of this and what you can do with it and where it is, it's amazing. So I really love this second area as well. Why don't we go up again and let's go and have a look at the attic and see what the potential is in the attic. We're upstairs in the attic. It's a lovely floor up here, a little uneven, but it's a lovely solid floor. You'd have to do quite a lot in terms of bringing this up together. But when I look up, you're looking up to the roof, can't really see anything up there. So again, that's a really good sign in terms of the roof. What we have got up here though, a good open plan space that you could put in. For me, this can be used as storage, but what you could also do, there's another lovely set of stairs coming up. Again, you could probably maybe put 1, 2, even 3 rooms up here. So again, if you think of letting it out, this would be great for the kids to stay. Younger kids, teenage kids, it would be great for being able to do that as well. So as you start to build your picture of what you can do with this, there is so much. Now again, whenever you're looking at the properties, there's lots of rules, regulations, planning, etc., etc. But if you get past all of that, which you can do, and it's not the most difficult thing in the world, you need to think about what you want to do with this. So would you invest in it and have it as a business, be that Gîte or even Chambre d'Hôte? Do you want it just as a holiday home? Or do you want it as a home in a really pretty part of France? There's lots of endless opportunities here. Let's go and have a look at the garden. We're outside now in the garden. You can hear the chimes of the church. What a lovely sound that is as the sun's just coming round. If you count the chimes, there should be 11. And what I really love about this property is this garden. Now the garden's got a little bit overgrown, but it's actually a very mature garden and you've got lots of possibilities. You've got just behind the camera here, little courtyard space, which would be lovely in the evening. You've got all of this behind and you're not overlooked. You can see the slope going up and the house is right at the very top. But this is just a really lovely little sun trap. I'm feeling the sun's coming round. You're actually going to get the sun all day round. It's just going to drift round. So even in the evening, you can get a little bit of sun before it dips down behind the hills. So for me, the garden is lovely. It is detached. There's a house here to the side. There's a bar and restaurant over there, but there's nothing really the other side of that wall. So for me, it's just lovely, and you can hear how peaceful it is, and you could hear the bells going off. So again, the garden's got lots going for it, and it'll have lots going for it as well. I mean, when I look at this, and again with the sun coming around, there's this plot over here. You could easily put some kind of pool there. You could put a hot tub on there if you wanted. You could also then put an above ground pool. So it has that opportunity to do those as well. So when you look at this house overall, there's lots and lots going for it. For me, I always look to finish these programs somewhere in the house or somewhere outside. I've chosen to do this one in the garage. Just behind me, we've got these posters. We've got a festival of strawberries. We've also got Brive Rugby Club. It gives you an idea of the area. There definitely is a strong rugby element around here as well. And where we're positioned, we are in the south of the Corrèze and we're very close to the lot. So when you put those two together, what a great place it is. And again, we're having a little look around this town today. There's 1 or 2 properties available, and I decided to take the opportunity to share more with you as we sort of split this program into different properties and give you a little insight to the town as well. So I really hope you've enjoyed looking around this property. Just over 140,000 euros, and you don't need to do too much to it to bring it up. If you want to take it to the next level, of course you do. But I really like the property for where it's situated and the price. Have to say, if you probably went 30-40 kilometres south of here for the same property, you're probably looking much nearer the 200,000 mark for a property the same. So you need to think about that in terms of where you are and what you could do with this. But this is a really popular area for people. This is really popular for tourists. I've come in this morning, lots of people hustle and bustle around, lots of cyclists around as well. So it is great. But this property, when you look at it and you've got the ground floor, the first floor, the second floor, the attic, all of those can be livable spaces. You've got that great garden as well, enclosed but having the sun, giving the ability to be able to enjoy it in the morning, the afternoon and the evening, and even able to put some kind of pool out there as well. Just gives you lots and lots of different options. And remember, we are situated on the Dordogne as well, so you've got that to think about. Property is great, the value is great, and the position is great. If you've enjoyed today's program, please subscribe, press the subscribe button. And remember, now we bring you 2 properties a week, we bring you a story, we bring you French lessons every week as well. So make sure you tune in for each and every episode. And if you want to find out more, go to our website, www.anewlifeinfrance.com.